So this is the college database, and this is kind of a preview of what's in it and how it can really help you along your journey to find your next institution in college wrestling program to continue your career. And so we start here. We got some filters right off the bat. Genders for male or female programs, states, in-state tuition, out-of-state tuition, and then room and board ranges, enrollment ranges, so small or big schools, GPA, ACT, and SAT ranges. And these are going to be the average entering class statistics. These aren't requirements, but just the average entering class, what they had. And then we've got student-teacher ratios, some smaller to bigger, average class size, graduation within 5 years, percentage-wise, and then what division, whether they're California Community College or D1 NCAA, NAIA, or NJCAA. And so we get down here into the main part of the database. And so you start off, you've got your institution, what's the school? You've got where it's located, city and state. You got what division it's in, NAIA, D3, D2, D1. You've got a link to a recruit form, and then you've got whether it's got a male or a female program, or in some cases it's got both. And so for each of these, the school, you'll notice it has a link. It's a different color. This is a link to the main school page, right? So if you click that, it'll take you over to view the school educational page. As you can see here, if you go to the division, right, this D3, click on that, it will take you to the school web page for the wrestling program, right? So we got men's wrestling here. And then you've got the recruit form. So if you click on that, that will take you to the recruit form for that particular sport, as you can see here, right? So we've got these links right off the bat that makes it super easy for you to be able to go through and do some further research, or to fill out a bunch of recruit forms really quickly and do your research into the school and the program, right? And so here we've got some more columns. These are just the basic starting columns. We got some more columns that you can include. Type is whether it's public or private. And tuition fees, fees, and then we've got out-of-state tuition, room and fees. You got room and board cost. You've got the total enrollments at the school. The application deadline, it's rolling, or 25 August. You've got the average acceptance rates on here, so this one's 99%, right? So pretty much everybody gets accepted, versus 43%, worth a little less than the average person gets accepted. You've got the average GPA entering stat of the freshman class, the SAT reading and writing. This one is the SAT math. You've got ACT, and these are all, again, average entering class stats, if they've got them. Some schools don't have those. EBRW is a newer portion of the SAT, and so not a lot of schools have updated this information. All of this information is from the previous year, where sometimes the schools don't submit any information, and so that's why you'll see some of those as blank, or maybe a year or two old. Ratio is the student to teacher ratio. Class size here is the average class size, so 12 students for every one teacher, and then the average class size is 2 to 9 students. Graduation rate within 5 years, so 43% for this school, 82% is the average graduation within 5 years for that school. Retention is the percentage of students that stayed after their freshman year. So this one's 94%, this one's 59%. So a higher percentage number is going to equate to more students staying at the school after their freshman year. And then FAFSA, ACT, SAT here are the codes that you need to submit those to the respective schools. And so if you're filling out a FAFSA and you want to submit it to this school, this is the code you need to use. If you've completed your ACT and you want to submit your scores to the school, that's your code. And if you've completed the SAT and you want to submit your scores to this school, that is going to be the code you need to use. So everything here is right there for you to have in a nice, easy place. You don't have to go search out 10 different schools to find it. It's all right in here. And then we've got setting and we've got conference. Conference is for D1 schools. And then setting is whether it's rural, suburban, large city, small city, that kind of thing. And then conference, as we said, Big 12, EIWA. And then you've got your program, male or female there. And then notes, are going to be special things like, it's D1, it's started in 21-22. They had to wait 4 years for the postseason. Or this program is going to start in 21-22. And so that way, it's got a little bit extra information if need be about that school, right? And so here we've got all of them, right? That's a lot of data to go through. There's over 484 total programs, men and women, that are sponsored at the collegiate level. So we've got these filters. So let's say we are a male looking to stay, close to home in the Midwest. We've got, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana on our list, maybe Ohio. And so we're going to do very basic, very easy, quick search. Maybe we want a 4-year school, and then we're going to hit filter, right? So this is a very quick overview, and we come up and we've noticed that we've got 67 schools that fit that scenario, right? All across NAI, D1, D2, D3, all male programs. We got Ohio, Illinois, Iowa, Indiana in here, and then all the schools, right? And so let's say we're legit interested in all of these schools, or we could sit here and go through and click on all the recruit forms and go fill those out, so a school knows about me. If I want to send them my test scores, right, I can add those in, and then all of a sudden I've got my FAFSA, ACT, and SAT scores that I can go right down the list and send all that information to them. And so we can get even more in depth here, right? We can add enrollment in here. So maybe we're looking for a decently smaller mid-sized school, and all of a sudden we add 2 of those, and we're at 19 entries. We still got D2, D3. Looks like this filter went off. So we got 15 schools, sorry. D2, D3, NAIA, no D1 schools on here. And maybe we're not really looking for a D1 school, right? But you can see here how we can take some of the things we're looking for and some of the things we know we want, and we can really narrow down and start looking for schools that fit what we're looking for. And then we can go and use this information to contact them and get in contact with them so that they can try to recruit us. And so this is a great tool for helping you start and go through that search a little bit, finding those schools that you might be interested in based on what your needs and wants out of those schools are. And so this has been a preview of the college database.